Right, buddy, Manchester United play Brentford. These are going to be the 5 things to expect from the game. We'll be talking about what Ruben Amorim has said ahead of the game, some of his pre-match quotes. We'll also be talking about Brentford, what to expect from them, the result, and also some key things as well in this. Don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe. And let's get into it. Now, starting off with the first thing to expect. Now, Manchester United team news. Now, some big team news updates. AMAD Diallo and MAZRAOui are both out of the game. Now, MAZRAOui is expected to be back before the international break, with AMAD Diallo, I think, only missing this game. And the reason that he is missing is due to a personal issue. So hope everything is well with AMAD Diallo. And yeah, he will be missing this game for a personal issue, which again, hope everything is well with AMAD and his family. In terms of other team news, obviously Casemiro's out of the game, as well as Sandro Martinez not being able to start this game, which is expected, to be honest. Now, in terms of the team, again, some pretty straightforward changes then. I think Binder will stay in goal. Ideally, you'd want Lomans to start, but I think next week, maybe against Sunderland, you see him start. I think with Lomans, he's a player who has settled in very, very well, according to reports. And I think the opportunity will come at some point for him to get his chance to show United what he's about. I think if you look at Binder, it's going to be a tough away game. Brentford are going to sling in a lot of corners, set pieces, throw-ins, which did cause United problems last time we faced them. But I think Binder will start. In terms of the back three, I had MAZRAOui in my preview. I think it will be Shaw, Yoro and DALOT as the back three. Now, you could see Maguire for the physical side of things, but I would go with Shaw, DALOT and Yoro. I think DALOT, obviously someone who's played every minute of every game. Shaw, again, is an interesting one in terms of long term. I don't think he will be starting for United, but with no Martinez, I don't know why Aiden Heaven ain't getting a shout, but I think you go with Luke Shaw in this game, and you go with Yoro at the right, DALOT in the middle. Now, in terms of the fullbacks, as I said, I was going to go with MAZRAOui in this game, but obviously he is out, so I'd go with Dalot right wing back and Dorgu left wing back. Now, ideally, you'd want to go for someone who's more attacking, especially in this game with Brentford struggling so much in the Premier League. But with AMAD being out, you could put in Burmo there, but I just don't think Amorim would do that. In terms of midfield, Ugarte, I'm sure Bruno will be one of them. Whoever's next to him will be interesting. It only really is 2 options, Ugarte or Menu. Now, will he go for Menu with Bruno in a game like this? I think with Brentford packing the midfield, they've got Yarmouk, Henderson, and I think Jensen or Damsgaard in there. They can definitely cause problems and overload that midfield. So I think Amorim could go with a more defensive player in Ugarte. I would prefer to go with Menu and have him next to Bruno, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now, the 2 10s and the striker is probably the easiest pick. Cunha and Burmo Sesko. Cunha didn't look the greatest in terms of fitness-wise when he came on against Chelsea, but again, he was out for a while and it was only 15-20 minutes. And Burmo, again, he goes back to the G-Tech for the first time. I think he'll get a good reception. He didn't leave on bad terms, but we'll have to wait and see again. And Sesko through the middle. Now, this is the first time we will see Manchester United's £200 million attack in full force, with Cunha and Burmo and Sesko all starting their first game together. Again, I'm excited to see what they can offer. I think they're definitely 3 top players, and hopefully you can see Cunha and Sesko's first Premier League goals for Manchester United. But that's that. Now, number 2 United's threat, it comes from the wide, from the fullbacks or the wing backs. I think Manchester United need those wing backs to start delivering. Dorgu's had decent performances, but again, the output's not there. I think Dalot will probably start this game. He needs a good performance. I think that's where the threat comes from. Obviously, you've got Bruno, Cunha, you've got Burmo there as well, who are a constant threat. Someone who probably is unfortunate to miss out is Mason Mount. I thought he's looked so far so good this season for United, but yeah, will he make a start? We'll have to wait and see. Now, number 3, Brentford. As I said, their last game, they lost 3-1 to Fulham. They've obviously lost to... They beat Villa. They lost to Sunderland as well. So, not had the greatest performances. They've got some good players, though. Igor Thiago, Kevin Schade. And they've got experience in midfield in Jordan Henderson. They've got a very, very good defensive line. They do play a flat back 5. And they have got some good players in there. As I said, I like the look of Coyote. I like the look of Keane Lewis-Potter. I think he's a decent player as well. So they have got very, very good defenders. But in terms of their threat, I think it comes from their attack. They like to get long balls up early They like to be physical from set pieces as well, from long throw-ins and every opportunity really to get a ball into the box. And that has probably been United's biggest weakness over the years, especially playing against physical teams. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out on. Now, number 4, a winnable game. Now, Amarim's talked about so many times the momentum and taking it game by game and making sure we kind of increase that aggression. And I think in a game like this, it's going to be tough, it's going to be intense. And I think United can definitely win the game. I think Brentford have had a very poor start to the season by their standards. And I think you look at how Manchester United have played in their game so far. City, it was a poor result, but I thought against Chelsea, we the way we started it off was very, very good, and you want to see that same intensity again. Now, through the number 5, the result. What do I think the result will be? I think it will be a 2-1 Manchester United win. I think we have enough to get the win here. I think we've got the players, the quality, and the players have to deliver ultimately. It's a tough away game. But yeah, you want to see Manchester United get the result, get the performance, and yeah, I definitely think we can cause problems to this Brentford side. So I'm going to back Manchester United to win 2-1 victory, and hopefully we get the 3 points. And listen, how many times are we going to say kickstart the season, but get a bit of momentum and get a few good performances under our belt, because I think that's something ultimately Manchester United need, a bit of confidence. And yeah, let's see what happens. But let me know your thoughts. I'll be here after the game talking about the result. And yeah, let's see what the match reaction says. Let's see how the game goes. Let me know your predicted team, thoughts, predictions, all of that stuff in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.